What's going on out here in this great, great city? I got this word for you all today. It's called this. I'm going to ask you something. It say, knowing the Bible. How are the 10 commandments distilled in the 2 commandments given by Jesus? Read Galatians 3. And what does God say in the purpose of the law? And can we keep it? Answer them 3 questions. I want to let you know today that all the commandments that God is commanding us today, we should be careful to do. That we may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which the Lord swore to give to your forefathers, Deuteronomy 8:1. See, I believe that it's something wrong because the last order that we was given, the last commandment was to go out and reach, teach, and baptize. Go out, reach, teach, and baptize. Somebody asked me why they haven't seen me. I said, because I'm waiting on some of y'all. He told us to go out to reach, teach, and baptize. He's saying, Hebrews 5:12, that by this time we ought to be teachers and give a great praise report, glory, hallelujah. My grandson is back home from the hospital, and my son had to be rushed this week. But you wouldn't know that. Why? Because I am a teacher, and I no longer have to call others unless I'm asking them to touch and agree with me. And that's where we all should be. But let me tell you this word, what Jesus said. He said in Matthew 4:4, man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Life itself is tied to biblical authority. If you rebel against it, you're rebelling against life. Since life and death in God's kingdom are tied to the issue of biblical authority, you need to know God's commandment so you can do them and live. See, a lot of people just alive. God said live. You may be saying, Shango, the Bible is a big book. It takes a lifetime to understand the Bible. How can I possibly do it? Let me suggest that the Bible is not quite as hard as you think. Yes, it is inexhaustible that theologians take a lifetime to try to understand it. Yet it's also clear that children can grasp it. That's what I'm teaching my mentees through the Bible. Now I have about 11 of them with the Bible. Now I got to get up and get some more Bibles because they want the Bible, and I show it to them in the Word. It say the Bible has relatively few core teaching. Now it may talk about them in 1,000 different ways, but the Bible only has a handful of foundation truth. Exodus 20 contained what Moses called literally the 10 words. We know them as the 10 commandments. They are the summary of life. So if you understand 10 commandments, you will have the core of what God expects for you to have. But even better than that, Jesus summarized the essence of these commandments for us in Matthew 22:36 and 40. A lawyer came to ask Jesus a question, a lawyer type question. He said, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus told him, you shall love the Lord with your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. The second commandment is, that's what we need to do out here nowadays, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There you have the very core of how you ought to live out God's kingdom agenda. That's what we're supposed to be out here doing, teaching, reaching, and baptized through agape love. Through agape love, knowing the Bible. So I want you today to read Galatians 3. Even go back to read Matthew 22:36 and 40 and see that God said, my kingdom come, my will be done on earth as it is in heaven. My kingdom come, my will be done. So that's why I say when he tells us to go possess the land, wherever kingdom children at, it shouldn't be no lack, none. So let's get out here and do the work called us to go do, and let's be what God called us to be. Remember, always know, let your mind have confidence, let your soul have peace. Please know that you can fulfill your life purpose, live your life with the attitude of gratitude, love yourself, bless yourself, heal yourself, teach yourself, and reach yourself. Know the truth, speak the truth, be the truth. Have a quietful life. Have a quietful life day. And remember what quietful life is for. Finance, faith, fitness, and family. Remember them four. I'll holler at you later. Peace.